Hi, everybody. I hope you're having an awesome day. Sorry if my voice sounds a little deeper than usual, but kind of dealing with a head cold. Anyway, um, I may have covered this. In fact, I know I've covered this in the previous video. If you don't know which one, I'll leave it in the description down below. Um, Me being deaf, I want to take an interesting perspective from this. A lot of people say that there may or may not be a disconnect between communication between two people. But the argument is that they, man and woman, there's only two genders, by the way. So I don't tend to believe that because um, we all, or at least most of the world, tend to speak English. Uh, when person learning English as a second language tend to get confused by synonym meaning same thing, spelling, all those little weird rules. Why K may be silent in night, it's spelled Knight, not Night. Same phonetics, just different meaning. One being individually middle ages, and then another meaning the opposite of day. I can see how that can be confusing. However, I would like to put in two other C's in there that could also be a part of why communication in general does not always connect. Before I do that, I will like to go back to the basics of what communication is. Generally, it starts in the mind. You come up with the word, it goes through the synapse, through the vocal cord, out the mouth, air, lung. Okay. Then it goes from the mouth, hit the air, hit the other person's brain, and what's happening is you're encoding the message. It travels, then it needs to be decoded in the other person's brain, and then they need to understand what the word is, or the idea is. And generally, they'll feed back to you so you can actually understand exactly what they're talking about. Now, the problem is you can use a very base idea. This is happening in my own life where I speak plain English. There is nothing fancy. And people looking at me like I'm a green bug. Now, I could be, but I don't think so. I think it had to do with the level of their frequency of understanding. Now, that speculation on the end, purely my own. But let's move over to the other two C's. Comprehension. Now, if you can't comprehend what someone is saying, it is your sorry, it is your duty as the person receiving the information to have them clarify that. Otherwise, you just got two people using the wah wah horn. Now, the wah wah horn is Peanut, the cartoon Peanut. The Charlie Brown is always asking the teacher questions, and it's always wah 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 wah. You don't know what the teacher's saying. Only Charlie Brown does, or whoever is asking the question. If you don't understand what is being an idea that's being expressed, that's your fault. The other C, I'm sorry, I'm taking this off my head, trying to organize it, is compassion. Now, you can say just about anything in the world, at least in the United States. Now, there's other countries outside the United States that do not have freedom of speech. But that doesn't mean you cannot be compassionate about what you're sharing. The idea is now, I'm trying not to beat up too bad on women. I try not to, but it's just my general experience. Before I move forward from this, I want to take a little sidebar here. Words and speech are a very powerful thing. If you cannot control your tongue, which is, by the way, one of the smaller muscles in the body, very flexible plant, how else do you think we can speak the many languages we do on this planet? So essentially, you can control the content of your words and how they're being said. Now, moving forward to compassion. The whole phrase of thumper and bandy, sticks and stone may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. That is a bold-faced lie, and if anyone believes that sentiment, you have never been talked down to, belittled, or insulted. You probably live a sheltered life. I don't envy you. I'm just telling it as it is. You know? You need to complete the circuit in your communication because, well, there's only one person you can actually be responsible for, and that's you. Well, I'm pointing at the camera lens, but I'm directly talking to the person that's receiving the information on this video. You know, I believe every morning, well, when my hearing is working or whatever, when I put them in every morning, it is a gift being able to hear and being able to speak. Now, the reason why I'm so articulate, Cole being the question right now, is I had roughly 15 odd years speech therapy. Those who have not ever had speech therapy, let me give you a little slice of what I've had to do. Now, sorry, I'm not going to use my specific phonetics, but for sake of argumentation, let's get you a couple of sounds here. Shirt and what's another word? Rattle. I would say words with the SE, sh, or addle. Wow, whatever the sound it would be. I would repeat word of those sounds repetitively. And it got to the point that I absolutely despised speech therapists. And she could see it going in my mind. It's like, oh my gosh. I mean that. But it took repetition for me to understand it. And even to this day, there are several words that I cannot say fluently. Remember, I had to stop in the middle of that word, so I had to say it fluently. Now, I was deliberately doing that, but if I'm not thinking about it, you would not know, or you would notice, depending on what your observational and ability to, detect various fluctuations in synapse. That's just a fancy word saying speech pattern. Anyways, as I was saying about the communication thing, it's a big deal. It is. Think about it. If it weren't for your parents or so many other people, teachers, a lot of us wouldn't even be able to speak. Those of us with the gift. Think about it. There's important things, speech, and understanding what is being said. It's an amazing gift. Don't squander it. Seriously. I love you all, but I can't learn it for you. Personally, I would love to, but then you would not learn anything to experience this. Take care, y'all. Love each other. We share the same planet. We don't need to be hurting each other. Have an awesome day. Take care. God bless.